It is just me, YouTube, and Facebook, and you guys tonight. No TikTok tonight. So I actually have some really good orders that I wanted to share with you that we're shipping out. That's why I wanted to do a live. Got that fresh shower dew. No Lululemon tonight, but yeah. So we're only shipping out 7 items, but these items are unique and they are items I think you should see. So we'll go through those. If you have any questions, say hello, say what's up. If you ever have any questions later on, I usually am able to answer them in these lives later on after they're streamed. I can always go back and answer them. So people have had some questions about AutoPosher. So I can hit that real quick before. Good evening, Simra. AutoPosher, people have been asking me about AutoPosher. AutoPosher is not a cross lister. So hopefully people come in here and see this later and see, and I'm going to refer them to this video specifically. Maybe it's going to be like my Carhartt video, the one with the Carhartt. But the way AutoPosher works, it's not a cross lister. It's something completely different. You pay for it. You enter. I only do it for eBay, but it costs, or what's up, Gladys? It covers all your bases on Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, and eBay. And I only use it for eBay. Basically, I do it all from my phone. You go into AutoPosher. Let's just do it together. So you can download it through my link in my link tree. You get a 7-day free trial and $5 off to see if you like it for the first month or first 7 days, whatever. But so you go to the website AutoPosher. See, look, it's just me and you guys live Monday Night Football. So you go to AutoPosher, and once you go to your profile or dashboard, once you sign up, I don't have Poshmark. I don't have Mercari. So I don't have anything there, but I have eBay. And all you do is just type in your information, your password, and your username on eBay and grant them permission to use your website. That's it, to use eBay. And then from there, it does eBay offers and recreates. So it does offers and recreates. I know it's kind of a weird thing, but all you do is just give them your information and let them use it. I know it's kind of like, it's like giving away your credit card information. It's not. AutoPosher is legit. I use it. Most big resellers use it that I'm friends with, and it's a great deal. So if you watch my last live video, a lot of my items came from AutoPosher. I know that because it sends out offers. Right now I have it set at 7%. I had it at 10, or I had it at 5, had it at 10. Now it's at 7. And I'll probably keep it around 7 through the holidays because people are buying anyway. But hopefully I'll go back and say, look at the one where I'm wearing a Carhartt shirt, and that will give you a little bit of an idea of AutoPosher. So Jenny, what's up? How much money per day do you spend on products? So Jenny, at this point in my business, I don't have a limit. So I don't have a limit. If someone wants me to buy them out, I can buy them out. I can go to any store and just buy whatever I want. But of course, when I first started, it wasn't like that. I had limited funds. As a teacher, my wife's a teacher, kids, all that sort of stuff. So limited funds. But now I don't have a budget. So, but even with that being said, there's no day I'm going out and spending $500 a day with no budget. I don't know the last time I spent $500 a day, and that's even going to reach an arbitrage. Today I spent $60. No, spent $50 on one item at retail arbitrage and $60 at a Goodwill on my way to pick my daughter up. I didn't go any other thrifting today. Northeast Ohio. What's up, Northeast Ohio? You guys that's up there, Cleveland area, right? So what's up, Target? Hi from Jen Meets World. What's up, Jen Meets World? Yeah, I'm not on TikTok tonight, guys. I want to get some of these items. I want people to be able to see them later on because TikTok doesn't save these. What's up, Tam? Over on YouTube, and I want you guys to see them. These are some cool sales. So these are some cool sales. I put out a video today on, I put it out actually on Facebook. It's been on YouTube. I might post it again on YouTube. It was on TikTok a long time ago, but it's basically with this business, it's base hits. Base hits win the game. So everyone wants to find, which I sold, that Coogee. This isn't a sweater, but it's a vintage Coogee shirt with that Coogee print. Everyone wants to find that $300 piece of treasure, but honestly, I make most of my money through little base hits, $10, $20 profit items. And it's boring compared to the big items. I know it's not Jinkos, but that's how it works. That's how the business works. I think any business is that way. the market's that way. It's just, that's the way it goes. But let's get to what we sold. So like I said, we'll get to that one in a little bit. Making sure it's going to the right person. As always, I print everything off from my Bluetooth printer and with no ink. Love it. Or not Bluetooth. It is Bluetooth, but it's a thermal printer. No ink needed. It's awesome. I grab all my stuff from my inventory and I place it right here ready to ship with you guys. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren cable knit cotton shirt or sweater. You'll see these in this exact one. You'll see these in cashmere. You'll see them in wool, and you will see them in silk and cotton. This one is cotton. So it's got the blue horse. It's got the newer logo or newer tag. I mean, it's a large, so it's not a big size. I actually listed a 3XB navy one for more money. This one sold for $29.99. So I didn't even get an AutoPosher offer to them. They just bought it. And this is going out flat rate envelope. So they just bought this, $29.99. I had $5 into it. Excited to see. Bought 80s, 90s Ralph Lauren from Whatnot Show live. From bins. Oh, one of those Whatnot shows live from the bins. That's awesome. I think that would be cool. To put on those Whatnots and to buy from those Whatnots. Excited to see it in person. It was those rubber buttons. So guessing age, like the rubber button rugby style. Yeah. So they'll have like rubber buttons right here, like quarter button. If that's what it is, but that's awesome. I know I've heard of people that do Whatnots from the bins. Also, I've said I'm not doing Whatnots, but I have so much women's clothing. I'm tempted to do a Whatnot random pull just with women's clothing to give, like, I'm not looking for big money out of it. Just let it go. Started at $1. I don't know yet. Haven't decided. Bright stripes. Yes, bright stripes. I'm looking down here because I just did. I think I have it. I don't have it. I just listed one that is yellow with blue stripes, the old rugby style. Those are great. Those are great finds. So Bolo on that. Here is that Kuji. So I've actually had this since probably the spring, late spring. It is a short sleeve Kuji. I thought it would sell. This is the type of Kuji I'd get. When you find a tag that looks like that, that's the type of tag you want. A Kuji like that. And this is a polo shirt. And it's got that cable knit around the collar. This brought $40. Guys, I had this listed at like $50 for forever. For forever. I mean, not for forever, for a long time. I would have thought it would have brought like $80 or $100. It didn't. Brought $40. So whoop-de-doo on that. No one cares. Do a Whatnot on a Sunday night. Get your wife to help you. I know. Oh man, I would love that. Do it. I know. So I'm not kidding though. I have 2 huge tubs full of women's clothing, Lululemon, Athleta, whatever. If I do it, I'll do it. I've got to talk to her, all that stuff. But yeah, it would be like Sunday night or something. It'd be special. It'd be fun. It's not going to be like a weekly thing for me, but it's a way for resellers to get some good inventory, or maybe someone who just wants some good women's clothing to get some good inventory. Because like I said before, I don't like listing women's clothing. I know what to look for the most part. I've gone out and I've been trying to go to every cart that comes out new. I want to grab the women's clothing that's worth money, and I bring it home and I don't want to list it. That's just me. I want to enjoy what I do. So I enjoy selling men's clothing, and I have plenty of them. So this I don't think is vintage. It could be, but I actually have 2 more of these, surprisingly enough, 2 women's of this same brand, Empire. These are corduroys. I think I've sold 3 pairs of corduroy pants in the last week. These are skater corduroys. I don't know if they're vintage. You guys can tell me if they are or not, but they sold for $43.99. So these corduroy pants sold for more than that Kuji, which I think we would all in the thrift store be like, dang, I want that Kuji. I'd pick that Kuji over these all day long. These sold for more. Just saying. What do you do with athletic clothes that have a name inside? Picked one up by mistake. It's okay as long as it doesn't bleed through to the outside. It's totally fine. I've sold a lot of athletic clothes, especially kids' clothes too, with names on the inside. As long as it doesn't bleed through to the outside, there's usually no issue with that. So I wouldn't worry about it. I've sold them. So I got a good question for you. I found a pair of vintage dead stock Solo. I don't even know that. Some more jeans. They are gray. They're the gray brand, new with tags. So I grabbed them for $4. But when I unfolded them, they have a stain along the crease line, like normally go back 120, which should have asked for them. Is it a stain? Because a lot of times, especially with corduroy pants, if they've been hanging for a long time in someone's closet, they'll have a crease and it almost looks like a stain going across. And it's, if they're new with tags, you don't want to wash them, right? Because they have those tags. I would just list them and say, hey, these are new with tags, but, and then in the description, explain what's going on. Hopefully it's not a stain, but just say, I don't want to wash them because they are new, they are vintage. So I've had that happen to me, especially with corduroy pants, even jeans like those. So these sold for $43.99 to Jaden. So that's why I want to come on here. There are different things. We had a Kuji, we had a Polo Ralph Lauren sweater, cable knit, cotton, pick up the silk, pick up the wool that are the cable knit all the way down. It doesn't matter if it's old or new tag. Just making sure again. And that's what's up with that. Maybe you could steam those fancy. So yeah, Jared, Mary's saying on YouTube, maybe you could steam them. That's a good idea. Just that one section of the pant, the knee section. Is that what you're talking about? Right in the middle? Yeah, the crease line. Yeah, that might be a good idea. I don't know how to steam. I don't. So Mary suggests that. I'm going to go with what Mary says. Because I don't know. That's not a bad idea. I don't think it could hurt. It could get it out and you could get that full price. The other alternative is not do it and might not get that full price. So that's what I did. All right. So we talked about the surf's up method. I just talked about earlier in this video about buying those things for $5, selling them for around 20 base hits. This is a perfect example. So this is another thing I do that with other than polo shirts. I just talked about it last night. These Brooks Brothers. Hopefully you can see it. If not, there it is. Just the Brooks Brothers. But I only do it with ones that have the hit on the logo. The kids say the hit. That's new to me this year. The logo on the pot or right here on the chest. So these with the logo on the chest and it has the size like small, medium, large, extra large. It doesn't have the neck and the length like 17, 34, 35. I'll pick them up. So I picked these up for $5, just like Polo Ralph Lauren. I can list them just as quick because I've sold a lot in the past 90 days or some, and I still have some listed. So it sold for $18.99 plus ship, sold at the promoted listing. So all these Surf's Up Method shirts I do, I promote at 4%. I've been saying I haven't been promoting things. I do promote all those at 4%. So I double checked, and I've been listing a whole bunch this week. 4%. Hello, happy Monday. What's up, love? Yeah, sorry. But yeah, so that's sold for $18.99. Again, little $12 profit, but that adds up. I mean, I'm not a big bougie person, and that pays for like, it doesn't pay for McDonald's for 4 anymore, but it'll pay like Papa John's Pizza to go for a family of 4. McDonald's has upped their prices, man. They used to be like dollar menu. None of those places have dollar menus anymore. I don't need to be eating that anyways. Just saying. Here's another one. So next item, different buyer. This one sold for a little bit less, $2 less, $17.77, because it's a medium, which is a little bit more common, but still sold for $12 profit about because buyer pays shipping. So there's my nice fold style, right? Really nice and neat. Put it in the envelope, but I do pack it tight. So the actually this one is all messed up. I do pack it tight so it doesn't. The air keeps it tight, so hopefully it stays nice and folded when it gets to the customer. What's up, Nancy? What the heck? Pulling out all these really big bags. I'm not going to waste a big bag on these. Looking for my Here we go. These. So these are my favorite bags to use. It's by that brand. They're in my link tree, but you can get them on Amazon. I love them. So I have a bunch of Hawthorne vintage Christmas houses. Okay. Some are still sealed. How would you sell them? They are old. They're old to Google Lens the app. They are too old to Google Lens the app. All right, they're too old to Google Lens the app. Would you open them and sell them open box? Thanks. If they're still in the box sealed, does the outside show the picture of the house? Like, what is it, Studio 64 Christmas stuff or whatever it is? Can you still see the outside of the house, Mary? I know those sell on eBay. I used to sell them on eBay when I did estate sales. So if you can see the outside of the house, if you can't, and it doesn't say the name of the house or the village, you might have to open it. But if it says the name of the house or village, maybe you can find a stock photo online. So there you go. Sealed up, airtight. Airtight. That's going to Doug. So 2 Brooks Brothers today. How about it? So we got the little ones. We got the vintage. We covered the vintage, the little. Now we're going to cover some denim. People always ask about Levi's. These sold for $28.90 in used condition. And that's an AutoPosher sale and to a repeat buyer because they don't list anything at $28.90. So these were probably, I don't know, whatever 7% more is, whatever. But these are Levi's. I may let you guys guess. What's up, Jamie? Do you pick up Polo Ralph Lauren? Do I pick up all Polo Ralph shirts that are $5 or less? No. Search that method. I have a video about that. Do you have a video about that method? Jamie, I do. So it's on YouTube and actually on Facebook too. I just posted it recently. I pretty much kind of posted one today. I put it on YouTube today. I'll put it on a short, but I posted it on Facebook. But I do have a video on Surf's Up Method and how I do it. It might be in my shorts. Not my shorts, but in the shorts feed. So Levi's. I pick up a few types of Levi's. Silver tab, orange tab, and I like to pick up 560s. So 560s sell well. I talked about them before. They had the balloon. So they pop out, and then they taper back in, if you can see that. Basically, they're like skater jeans. Like all the high schoolers wear the 560 now. They're kind of that baggy skater looking from the 90s, like, or Dawson Creek looking, whatever. I don't know. But 560s do well for me. What's up? Good evening. Indiana, how about that? But yeah, 560s do well for me. People always ask what Levi's I pick up. Silver tab, which I can show you an example. Remember, I keep all my items in types of boxes that are close. There's another pair of 560s. Here's an example of silver tab. That's not my favorite silver tab, but these sell well too. So silver tab, these are newer. The older ones have a big silver tab on the back. And I think I have another. Here's a Quicksilver. So I've never tried these, but they are like Y2K jeans. They're a lot like very baggy, very wide skater type of jeans. Anywho, put those back. Anywho, this is going out in a Tyvek envelope, actually. I think, yeah, Tyvek envelope. Let's see. I want to answer your questions. Hi from Canada. What is up, Canada? Oh my gosh, I got behind in the chat. My bad. Butterfly Levi's work for me. Yeah. So 501s that are like mid 90s or earlier, anything made in the USA Levi's. Anything made in the USA Levi's sells well too. Those are just some of the common ones I see to pick up. Also like the black. I already said orange label, but a lot of times you'll find the black denim. Levi's 501s, those can sell well, but black denim with the orange tab, those sell well. At what point do you recommend getting an eBay store? I currently have 300 listings. CC, I would probably recommend at 300 listings. I usually tell people about 200, but it's a kind of a math equation because you have insertion fees, right? So whenever like your fees are more than a store would be, obviously that's when you'd get a store. I have the $50 a month store, and I think you get a discount if you buy it a year. But remember, it's a write-off at the end of the year. When you get $10.99, your store is at 100% write-off. So I get also $50 per quarter to buy any type of shipping supplies from eBay. So I get $200 a year for shipping supplies with an eBay store. But with 300 items, I would probably do a store because you can run sales and coupons and everything out of your store. That's what I recommend. Dawson's Creek, great show. 90s is really trending. It is audio trending. I mean, we had Coogee back there. That's a whole nother type of trend. We had the skater jeans with the Empire, the skater corduroys. Now we have these. These are like Dawson's Creek. These are for sure like Dawson's Creek. I never watched that show, but I know what it is about. I know what the people wore. Big flannels, big baggy jeans, all that sort of stuff. Making sure it's go to the right person. So, like I said, tonight I wanted to get on and show you guys all these different unique items that list. For men's suit coat jacket, if it's a 42L, will the L make a big and tall or regular size? So on eBay, it's regular. And then you put 42. And then down below at the optional, let me find a jacket. So let's just say blazer. There's an optional part where you will put short, medium, or long, or short, regular, or long. Because you'll find suit jackets that will be S, R, or L, sometimes XL. But we'll go down and let's just pretend I'm making a new listing. So here's one I sold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell similar. We're going to go into sell similar, and we are going to remove the photos just so I know I'm not going to actually list it. Go down to the item specifics, and you'll see size type, regular. You want to do regular for that and put in a 42. Then you'll come down longer down here, and it will say, I know it's hard to see up there, but it will say the second one on here, jacket coat length. This is where you will put short, long, or regular. So if it's a 42L, it's a 42, and then you put regular for size type. And then down here at the jacket coat length, you'll put if it's regular, long, or short. Hopefully that makes sense. If it didn't, maybe go back, rewatch it, or message me. Do your listings automatically go into your store when you start? Yeah, I'm sure. Oh yeah, I'm sure eBay has it super streamlined automatically into your store. It's been a long time. So Tam, and then you're welcome, CC. Yeah, it's been a long time since I had a store, but I actually did not have a store from 2001 until 2015. I never had a store because I was selling antiques and collectibles. So I really wasn't selling a ton every week or month. They were just bigger items, bigger margins. As soon as I got into clothing where I was listing a ton of stuff, that's when I got into selling or getting a store. So what would you recommend when you thrift expensive designer? I recently found a very expensive piece that is high end and I'm looking for advice. Consign on Facebook Marketplace. eBay hasn't caught up here in Canada. If it's a Gucci or something, I sold a pair of Gucci shoes on eBay. I've sold a pair of Gucci shorts on eBay. That's a tough one because there are a lot of fakes out there. That's why people always ask me, do I look up purses and all that? I don't pick up Coach purses and all that because they're really well faked and I don't pick them up. You can send it into the Real. So the Real, I don't know if you're familiar with that. The Real is an online website where they'll buy your stuff and resell it, I'm pretty sure, or you can sell it through them. But the Real is a place where you could send that. That's an option. But it'll sell a lot of high-end stuff. What do you buy with the eBay store quarterly coupons? Good question. So the quarterly coupons you get a $50 code and you can buy any of their shipping supplies. So boxes like this, you can buy eBay boxes. You can buy these large poly mailers. I've toyed around over the years with the things I like. So I'll buy some of these certain boxes. Now I usually get like the bigger boxes that I can't ship in these shoe boxes. If it doesn't fit in the shoe box, I usually ship it in a eBay box that I got through eBay. Or you can buy stuff like this, these thank yous that I obviously never put on anything. So stuff like that, $50. You're welcome. Huge help. You're welcome. That's why I'm here. And that's why I was wanting to get on tonight. I wanted to show you guys. I wasn't going to do a live That's why I'm not even on TikTok. I wasn't going to do a live, but I wanted to show you the different stuff I sold because they're unique and hopefully learn something new. Here's an Untuck It, and this is a cowl neck. Yeah, I didn't know this type of stuff until I started doing clothing. I'm pretty sure that's called a cowl neck. So COWL, I think. But a cowl neck sweater, of course, this is going to sell this time of year. Does not sell for me over the summer very well. Sold this time of year. This sold for, I might have priced it down a little bit. So now I have that listing in my, now I have that listing here in my drafts. So I want to make sure I get rid of that suit jacket we just went over. But this one sold for $23.33. Just an Untuck It sweater. The Untuck It shirt sell for the same price for me. The sweaters do okay. Just make sure they're not shrunk. If you find a wool Untuck It sweater, really take a good look at it because often I find that they're shrunk. And that's going out ground. It's actually light. Let's see. Do you sell a lot of suit jackets? Jared, I do sell them. I mean, I don't know what you consider a lot, but if I find good ones, I'll pick them up and I list them. So over the past weekend, I sold 2. And the thing is, they're my least favorite thing by far to take pictures of and list, but they bring such good money. I pay $7.99 where I live. One sold for $52.14 because we talked about it. That was the biggest sale I thought I had. I think $52.14, and then I had one sell for $110. I think it was. So $7.99 into that price. It's worth spending 8 minutes taking photos and listing it to me. But yes, I do like suits and blazers, but they have to be good, and they've changed over the years. When I first started, I'd pick up a lot of Hickey Freeman, a lot of Canali. Now I leave a lot of Hickey Freeman. I leave a lot of Canali. Not all, just some. Shoot, I don't know where that it is. Whoop. Last one. Applying to my okay. What about brand called Oak Hill? Oak Hill is a no-go for me. So if we were to look it up on our phones or our computers and look up sell-through rate, Oak Hill's not great. The sell-through rate's not great. They don't sell a ton and not for a lot of good money. Now, there's always an asterisk next to every single brand. One of those suit jackets I picked up is Ralph Lauren. I normally never pick that brand up for suit jackets, but it was a really big. It was a 42L American or US. So, but Oak Hill I usually don't pick up. Hello, I'm talking to let you know I found some info, but I don't know if it's old. AutoPosher doesn't cross list. Oh, I cross list, and I don't know if I can use. I'm really upset because I really want to use it. Yeah, so AutoPosher is not, and come back and watch this video later because I explained AutoPosher in the beginning. AutoPosher is not a cross lister. It's its own entity. Cross listers are like Vindu, and I always forget the other one. I don't use a cross lister because I only list on eBay. But think of a cross lister as a cross lister. Think as AutoPosher as your assistant. Your assistant is sending out offers all the time. Your assistant is relisting items for you. Your cross lister is just cross listing the items as soon as you put it on. It doesn't do anything else after that. Wool fibers are fragile when wet, prone to shrinking when not treated properly. Exactly. So be careful with wool, always. I picked up 2, and those Untuckets are always shrunk for some reason. Like Polo Ralph Lauren sometimes, other brands sometimes, but Untuck It. So often I find it, I'm like, this is a baby. I picked up 2 Oak Hill, and they are $58.60. If they are $58.60 American size, that's good. So that would be like the asterisk. Really big size, sell well. So that might be your little, yeah, list perfectly. List perfectly, Tam, thank you. So Vindu list perfectly are cross listers. K-Way does look perfectly, I think, to cross list. Yes. So K-Way uses list perfectly. Someone else I'm friends with uses Vindu. So I know 2 people I'm close with in the resale world that do very well full time and use both. So they both work great. List perfectly has its pros and cons. Vindu has its pros and cons. What I did when I decided maybe I should cross list, maybe I should do auto, I went to YouTube and just looked up the difference. I watched like 3 videos, the difference between the 2 recent videos, and that's what I looked at. Vendu, I like because as an app and I do everything from my phone, so that would be really useful for me. But anyways, Oscar de la Renta suits, I pass on all Oscar de la Renta suits. I don't think I've ever found one that's like a silk or cashmere. So yeah, I've passed on those. If you can go to my store and look at my 90-day sales, you can see some of the suits and blazers that I've sold. But we're talking like Zegna, Brooks Brothers with a fancy fabric, any gold button Brooks Brothers, any gold button Lauren Ralph Lauren, any gold button Polo. Let's see, Brioni, Kitten, Kiton. A lot of Canali if they have really good materials in them, like silk, cashmere, stuff like that, blends, linen. J. Crew Ludlow sold well. Those are just some to name a few. Hey, sirs, what's the find? What's the find? Today I found a outer known down jacket. That was a cool find. I use Resell Kit. So Jared uses Resell Kit. Resell Kit. Never heard of it. But I don't cross list, so I don't know much. I use Flip. I have heard of Flip. Right now at cross list, not auto. I upload my listings. I do each a day in eBay. I load them into Flip, and then from there I can send to whatever site. Perfect. And I think Flip's might be free. I'm not for sure. But anyways, all right, yeah. So that's all I have tonight, guys. But I wanted to give you kind of a little intro to AutoPosher earlier. People have been asking me, and also I want to share these sales because they were unique. So usually I don't come on live when I only have like 7 sales because I don't feel like it's worth your time to come in. But those were really cool. Flipped is free. Okay, so Flipped is free. So, yep, you're welcome, guys. As always, I'll try to answer questions. If you put them in the chats or message me or whatever, I try my best to answer them. But I'm a one-man show, and and a dad too, and all that stuff too, and a husband. So I try to do my best to stay on top of everything. So if I don't get to you, don't be upset with me. It's just me doing this. So I appreciate you guys, and get some good sales, get some good thrifts.